After two exciting victories over Arkansas and Mississippi State, Texas A&M takes on a major challenge today as the perennial national power, the Crimson Tide of the University of Alabama, come calling to Kyle Field. And this game this afternoon will be on nationwide TV on CBS. And the Fighting Texas Aggie Band will step out with their sixth new drill of the year. Of course, we're going to bring that to you at the conclusion of our broadcast. Before that, we'll have our weekly cadet report and feature stories about Texas A&M, the people and places that make it a unique institution. And now on behalf of our corporate sponsors, BJ's Restaurant Brewhouse, as we celebrate this, our 21st consecutive season of broadcast, this is the Texas Aggie Band Show. We begin each broadcast with our weekly cadet report, and to get an introduction of this week's feature, here's our cadet correspondent, Jessica Hoffman, class of 2016. Jessica?
This segment features the special story about a student within the Corps of Cadets. While coming to Texas A&M from outside of the state is pretty common, coming from a foreign country is very unique. This is especially true when the student has committed to both the Corps of Cadets and the Fighting Texas Aggie Band. This week we take time to talk to a cadet from the Netherlands. Let's meet Cadet Patrick Steskens, Fighting Texas Aggie class of 2017.
I came to Texas A&M because I had to go on exchange abroad. So the way my system works is in my university, my bachelor degree is 3 years. And the third year you have to go study abroad. It can either be in the fall or in the spring. I chose to go in the fall because I wanted to be a part of the football season. That's what I wanted to see. So a thing in my own country that's really special is we have Amsterdam, and one of the main things in Amsterdam, one of the main attractions is called the Anne Frank House. Probably she's one of the most famous people who's been in the Netherlands. Everyone across the world, they know her. Then another thing is we produce cheese, and the Netherlands are known for producing cheese. And then a final thing would be probably the tulip fields in the north of the Netherlands. That's the thing that everyone knows as well. So I'm gonna be studying here until the 20th of December. Then I'll be going to my family and we'll spend the Christmas holidays with them. My girlfriend from the Netherlands will come to the United States as well. So that's a great thing. Being in a band is an experience I never even thought I would have. Doing a drill during halftime show, it's cool, but that's it. But when you're actually stepping off in the field and you look around, you look in the stands, you see over 100,000 people sitting, then you realize that you can't make any mistakes and you really have to be perfect. And that's what the Texas Aggie Band is all about. And so far, it's been astonishing. It's been a great experience.
Thanks to Cadet Steskens for joining us this week. Each week at this time, we'll have a trivia question about the Aggie Band or Texas A&M University, brought to you by our sponsors, the Texas Aggie Corps of Cadets Association. Below is the sixth question of the season. Stay tuned for the answer at the end of our broadcast.
And next week we'll have another unique cadet feature. The young man is a member of the Fighting Texas Aggie Band, and his winning team here in the College of Engineering has their invention scheduled to go on the space station within the next year. And now, after the word from our sponsors, we'll bring you our first feature story about the Distinguished Alumni Awards at Texas A&M University. We asked Catherine Greenwade, who is the Vice President for the Association of Former Students, to join us and talk about the Distinguished Alumni Awards, how they are selected, and the process by which they're named here at Texas A&M University.
Well, the Distinguished Alumnus Award is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a former student of Texas A&M. When you look at the 12 individuals selected as distinguished alumni in 2015, I think you see the reach of the Aggie Network, and you see the breadth and the depth of the influence of Texas A&M. And the thing that they all have in common is that they all want to make the world around them better, and they all give back in their own unique and important ways. If you'd like to nominate someone for the Distinguished Alumnus Award or learn more about the award or see the 249 individuals who've received the award in the past, you can visit www.aggienetwork.com/distinguished alumni.
The 2015 Distinguished Alumni Gala was held October 2nd in Reed Arena. The next day, these inductees were honored on Kyle Field at halftime of the Texas A&M versus Mississippi State game before over 104,000 fans. The 2015 Distinguished Alumni are Colonel E.V. Adams, class of 1929, William M. Pena, class of 1942, Stanton P. Bell, class of 1954, Lupe Frega, class of 1957, Dr. Charles H. Bowman, class of 1959, Richard Stedman, class of 1959, Ray R. Hannigan Jr., class of 1961, Richard Cardis, class of 1967, Stephen F. Cooper, class of 1978, Frederick W. Heldenfels IV, class of 1979, Lyle Levitt, class of 1979, Carrie Baker Wells, class of 1984.
The first two honorees that Jessica mentioned were very important to me growing up in my life and as a professional. The first, Colonel E.V. Adams, class of 1929, was my band director when I got here at Texas A&M. Besides my father, who was class of 39, he was the man that had the most influence in my life. Here now, courtesy of the Association of Former Students, is a tribute to Colonel E.V. Adams, A&M class of 1929.
The son of a barber in Bryan, Adams would ride the trolley to campus and with boyhood wonder, watch the Aggie band. Adams grew to love Texas A&M and dreamed of marching on Kyle Field, a dream that came true in 1925 when he marched for Colonel Richard Dunn.
Under Colonel Adams' direction, that is when what we know of the Aggie band today, that was kind of the stake in the ground. Colonel Adams really is the one who perfected the intricate formations that we do.
Adams retired in 1973, having never lost a halftime. Colonel Adams passed away in 1982. Today, the Aggie Band Hall bears his name, and thousands of former students still feel his influence. Because of his leadership and enduring drive for excellence, Colonel Edward Vern Adams is a distinguished alumnus of Texas A&M University.
William Pena, A&M class of 1942, was a hero of World War II. But to those of us who are architects such as myself, he's more importantly known for the fact that he contributed to our profession. In fact, he was the inventor of programming, a process by which architects all across the world now plan the buildings for our clients. Once again now, courtesy of the Association of Former Students, here is a tribute to William Pena, A&M class of 1942.
Born in Laredo in 1919, Willie worked with his father in the family grocery business. At the suggestion of his older brother, Willie attended Texas A&M, where he earned a demanding architecture degree while participating in the Corps of Cadets.
I avoided my dorm room as much as I could. I had a good excuse. I was an architect and I had to work at night and that kind of thing. The upperclassmen sort of looked a jaundiced eye at me, as if I was getting away with something, and I was.
Because of his dedicated service to his nation and his profession, William M. Pena is a distinguished alumnus of Texas A&M University.
Congratulations to all the honorees for this year's Distinguished Alumni Awards from Texas A&M University, a distinguished group, all of whom are known for giving not only to their communities, but also giving back to their beloved university, Texas A&M. After these words from our sponsors, we'll have our next feature story, and it is about the national champions, the Fish Drill Team. Wherever you go on the campus of Texas A&M, especially this week and today as A&M takes on Alabama before a nationwide TV audience, you see the mantra that says, building champions. And that could also be applied to the Corps of Cadets, and especially to one unit within the Corps. They are known as the Fish Drill Team, currently national champions.
The all-freshman precision drill team represents Texas A&M University in the Corps of Cadets in competitions with other collegiate drill teams and meets around the nation. Part of the Corps for over 60 years, the FTT has won numerous national championships, including 5 consecutive from 1968 to 1972 and the past 6 consecutive years.
The Fish Drill Team was actually formed in 1946. At that time, the freshmen, when they came to Texas A&M, were taken off the main campus out to the Riverside campus to keep the veterans and the upperclassmen from hazing them. Each day they were bussed in the 13 miles to the main campus, and once their studies were done, they headed back to the Riverside campus. And they, quite frankly, were pretty bored, and they looked for something to do. And to that end, they formed a Fish Drill Team, and while they caught a lot of flack from the upperclassmen, it caught on, and today they are one of the most beloved units within the Corps of Cadets.
The FTT is open to any freshman in the Corps of Cadets who is willing to accept the challenges of being on the team. This past week, we had the opportunity to meet with their 2015-2016 commanding officer, other cadets in leadership positions, and members of last year's national championship Fish Drill Team.
My position with the Fish Drill Team is the junior armorer this year. So I'm kind of the middleman. The seniors tell me what they need to get done, and it's my job to get with my 2 sophomores and make sure that all of the equipment is ready, all the rifles are built, be it practice or performance, and just to make sure that whatever the freshmen need, we have it before they need it.
My position with the team is the senior armorer. My duties include overseeing the operations of the armory and some of the logistical operations to get equipment and the uniforms all ready, prepared for competitions, and making sure that the freshmen are ready for every single practice and can perform at their peak.
As the senior advisor for the fish drill team, I'm responsible for managing the team as a whole, from myself and the other seniors involved, down to the freshmen when we pick them up starting each October. So outside of practice, I plan out the schedules for our 2-day-a-week practices and manage the training of the sophomore advisors and junior advisors outside of training so that they're ready to go once we get them in front of the fish.
My duties as a sophomore advisor are, I guess, the most kind of direct leader of the freshmen. So we are in charge of actually teaching all the freshmen the drill movements and correcting them and practicing with them, just making sure they get it down perfectly. So it's our job to kind of get what we're told by the junior and senior advisors and implement that actually in terms of training plans and training the freshmen.
The success of the fish drill team since 1946 is legendary, including the past 6 national championships. I encourage our viewers to watch them when they perform here at Texas A&M or when they travel across the state for competitions. And we want to wish them the best of luck as they compete for their 7th consecutive national championship. Up next, the Fighting Texas Aggie Band performs here at the Alabama game their 6th new drill of the year.
Howdy, I'm Victor Vasquez from Huntsville, Texas, majoring in computer science. On behalf of the senior class of 2016 and my buddies here in the trumpet section, here now is a halftime drill for Fight Texas Aggie Band at the Texas A&M Universities versus Alabama football game at Kyle Field. Hey! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, now we are in the middle of Kyle Field. The nationally famous Texas A&M Band.
Thanks for watching our broadcast. When we come to you next is when Texas A&M travels to Oxford, Mississippi to take on the Ole Miss Rebels. The Fighting Texas A&M Band will not make this road trip, but we'll be here with a complete broadcast, including an archival performance of the Aggie Band and 2 new feature stories about Texas A&M University. And now on behalf of our corporate sponsors, BJ's Restaurant and Brewhouse, as we celebrate this, our 21st season, this has been the Texas Aggie Band Show.